Alright guys, so today we are going to replace a window regulator on an Infiniti G37 Coupe. First things first, let's grab a flathead, a Phillips head, a little extension, and a 10 mil. So we're going to come over here, and there's a little groove right here, right at the tip of my flathead. You'll see a little groove right there. That's where you want to start the initial pry from. Once you do that, just if it literally fits in there, just give it a little twist, work your way in, and then it's going to come out on the bottom first, and it'll pop out on the top. There's a hook on the top, so don't start from the top because you'll break that hook. So that's how you get that off first. And then we're going to come up here behind the door handle, and we're going to go up against that right there, and just literally it'll hook right out. There's two tabs in there, so this one is to the front, so that's why you want to do the back part first. So you back this up and then it'll come out like that. And then once you get that done, there's 1, 2, 3 10 mils to take off. This one you do need an extension for because it's pretty deep in there. There you go. And if you have a little magnetic tip, you should be able to grab this. Mine's not magnetic, but I might be able to get it. Oh. I mean, we're taking the door panel off anyway, so it doesn't matter if it falls. But installing it will make it easier if you have a magnetic socket. We got those out. Get under here. You're going to want to pop your light out of here, like that. And then I always just unplug this first because it makes it easier when you're taking the door panel off. So if you go under here, you're going to feel little openings on the bottom. Slide your flathead in there. Just give it a slight little pry, and you'll feel it release. Or you'll hear it. And then once a couple of them pop, you can just work your way around it. And then once you get all of them off, normally they stick a little better, but you'll want to go up with this first, and that will release this portion. So once you have this freed up, you want to come in here, and first we'll do the speaker. So just push down on the black tab for the speaker, and be careful not to break the actuator. Like these little pieces right here break really easy. So make sure not to pry super hard and slide it out of the groove just gently. So then we'll get down here, press on that tab for the memory switch. Once you get to the window switch, you can kind of kneel down, and it'll make it a little easier by popping the plugs out. That one's a little tricky to get to. Next thing you're going to want to do is remove this seal. So start in the front, just give it a little pressure up, and then it'll walk all the way out like that. And then there's going to be two stickers right here. There's one here, and there's normally one right here. Those are 12 millimeter bolts. So make sure that your window is at the highest position that it can go, because that's where it's going to allow you to access these bolts for the window. So like that. Undo that one. Come over here. Undo that one. And just like that, your window should come out. Just like that. Alright, and now we are going to remove the window regulator And since the window's out of it, door panel's out, I'm going to pull the window regulator out in one whole piece. So instead of removing the motor and separating the track off of the plate, I'm going to remove the whole plate with the regulator and the motor. So there's going to be a bunch of 10 mils down here. Don't hit the 12 mil right here and right here, because that's what holds your actual window track. So just go through there, blow all these off, and then we're going to get to this section right here. This is what your handle bolts onto. So when you're installing that, make sure to put that back. And we're going to go through here, and to get this clip undone, there's a red tab under here, and you're going to have to pull that down first. Oops. You're going to have to pull that tab down first, and then it will let you press down on this clip right here. So this one, I really don't think I broke it just now. I think it was already broken before. But yeah. Then you're going to come to this harness, clip the zip ties. You can also use a panel popper, or sometimes just pulling it. This one looks like it's been opened up before, so these are kind of easy to remove. So get that out of the way. And then finish taking off these 10s. And there's two hidden ones. Don't forget about these. These are up here on the actual door frame. If you don't get those out, you're going to fight yourself and you're going to bend everything. So yeah, just make sure you have a once over. All of them are out. I start on the bottom. Just get my flathead in there. And there's like a rubber seal on there, so you can kind of see it releasing. And there's also a bunch of dowel pins that are holding all these aligned. So in order to get those two pins out of here, you got to walk the bottom of it out first so that it has enough clearance to tuck back there. And you're just going to zag it out just like that. And that gets the motor off, the regulator off, and the plate off. And we didn't even adjust anything on here. So you could literally just put this back on and everything would be lined up.